The lens that made the images which made me buy the SL2 was the Matt, what happened to your Leica SL2? If you saw my recent video, you may have seen that I just bought the Leica SL2 after 4 years of enjoying the Leica SL camera. Sadly, I realised soon after that I bought it for the wrong reason. Coming up, I'm going to answer the question. Some of you started to send me questions. Matt, what happened to your Leica SL2? Spoiler, the Leica SL2 has now gone. I will explain and all that coming up. Welcome, Matt here from MrLeica.com. If you're a new viewer, I'm a long-term user of the Leica SL series cameras. As I say, I've enjoyed my Leica SL for a long time. I've still got it, it's just up here. Great camera, but I wanted a camera that could offer me better video capabilities. During one of my Leica workshops that I taught in Spain last year, my student lent me his SL2, and after reviewing the images more recently, I looked at the images and like, these images look almost like medium format quality. The images just really popped. I was umming up whether to get the Leica SL2-S or the Leica SL2, as you probably saw in the video that I posted recently, and I went for the Leica SL2 because the image quality just made me think the SL2 must be better, because maybe it's the megapixels, it's 47 megapixels compared to 24 megapixels. Something special was in those images, and I was like, right, I need to get the SL2. So I bought the SL2, you probably saw that video, enjoyed it, loved the video aspect in particular, but as the first few weeks went past, number one, I didn't really see that magic that I'd seen in my photos when I first used the Leica SL2 camera, the reason for actually buying the camera in the first place. Number two, I didn't need 47 megapixels, it seemed a complete waste of storage space. I know storage is now cheaper, but even so, it didn't seem worth buying a camera for higher megapixels when I crop in camera rather than in post. So with portraits, I tend to try and get it right in camera, and then less editing, win-win, raw plus preset, send them out to the models, job done. So those specific benefits of the SL2 didn't really help me in my use case scenario. The third reason, and the main reason which made me eventually decide to sell the SL2 after only a few weeks of ownership, is the fact that the SL2 is maybe £400 to £500 more expensive than the SL2-S. The SL2-S has got better low light and will fill up my computer slower than the SL2. And so I'm like, wait a minute, Matt, what are you doing? You could basically sell my SL2, buy an SL2-S, keep the cash and put it towards a lens or something else. Actually put it towards the Lumix S9, that's what's recording me at the moment, one of the cameras. And so yeah, it seemed like a no-brainer. To cut the story short, keep this video quick, I sold the SL2 because I didn't need higher megapixels. If you do shoot, say, street photography and you crop heavily in post, SL2 is amazing. If you shoot landscape photography, you need mega resolution, SL2 is amazing. If you do product photography, the guy that actually bought my camera, he shot shoes, shout out to Ben, awesome guy. He needed more megapixels. He already had the SL2-S, but he wanted something with more megapixels, so he went for my SL2. Certain genres of photography, SL2 is absolutely like massive tick in the box. But if you crop in camera, you've got limited storage space, or you just don't like filling up your computer for the sake of it, you want to save a bit of money and you need a better low light capabilities, roughly 1 to 2 stops better in low light, you may prefer the SL2-S. That was my decision, that's why I went for the SL2-S. So for those of you that wrote to me and said, hey Matt, what happened to your SL2? I noticed on your Instagram posts and on some of your Flickr images that you keep posting SL2-S images, not SL2. That's because the camera here is not the SL2, it's actually the SL2-S. How can you tell the difference? The main difference is the SL2 has got the white font on the front, the SL2-S has got the black font on the front. They're the main differences if you're looking at one in the street. If you want to get geeky, the SL2's got the split twin button on the front, the same as the SL2-S, and the black buttons on the top instead of the silver buttons on the original SL, and the slightly nicer grip. Although I will point out, there's no way the SL2 and SL2-S cameras are going to stay looking as clean for as long compared to the original SL, because anybody with nails, your fingers dig into the front grip of the SL2 and the SL2-S, and it marks up really quickly. If you've seen any SL2s, SL2Ss on things like a MPB, you'll notice that a lot of them have got the marks on the front here, and that's just naturally because as you grip it, Anybody say anyone with slightly longer nails that's longer than the skin on the end of the finger is going to dig into the front of the camera. So something to be aware of. So that's the reason why I sold the SL2 and bought the SL2-S. I now have a SL2-S which is 4 years newer than the mint condition SL2 that I did own, and it's cheaper. So as I say, I've got some money back and my computer is filling up even slower. Now the question you may have is, but Matt, you said you saw something special in the images when you shot with the SL2 when you did your workshop in Spain. What lens were you using? That is the big question. The lens that I was using is not actually a lens that I own, but I have tested it and it is very good, especially for portraits. The lens that made the images which made me buy the SL2 was the Sigma Art 85mm f1.4 DGDN lens. That is a very good lens, especially for portraits. I have since bought the Lumix 85 1.8 as like an alternative. When you test them side by side, they're quite similar, but I think the Sigma's got maybe 10% more secret sauce when you're shooting it wide open, up close, in like a bokeh-ish environment background compared to the Lumix. There was just something special in the images from the Sigma lens compared to what I've seen with the Lumix. It's like comparing a Leica Apo lens to a Lumix lens or a Sigma lens. Sigma and Lumix do a great job, but the Leica lenses normally have that like 10% secret sauce, which make the images slightly better for those with like a more refined taste or view, and you don't like to edit. Personally, I just edit the difference. Maybe I need to add a bit of micro contrast or maybe change the saturation or whatever, but because I shoot raw, that's why a lot of my videos you'll see me using non-Leica brand lenses, even though I call myself Mr. Leica. I love Leica cameras, even though I just bought a Lumix for video, but I'm happy to use lots of lenses from lots of different brands because I'm not brand specific when it comes to lenses. That's it. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.